Welcome to episode 4 of Steak Wars. My name is Sahil, I'm a death metal musician and a certified carnivore. I'm on a quest to find the best steak in Bombay and I'm taking the serial eaters along with me to make sure we leave no steak uneaten. Today I'm going to Motodo in BKC and we're trying the Sicilian Pistachio and Parmesan Crusted steak, which is tenderloin with potato gratin and snowpeas. Guess the cost of the steak and I'll reveal the price at the end of the video. Alright, so we're here at Motodo Pizzeria and I've got their Pistachio Crusted Tenderloin steak and it looks like it's done pretty well. The cook on it looks good. We've got a nice medium there. Close enough. And again, I can see they've used some flaky salt to season the steak, which I'm very excited about. Looks like Malden sea salt. And there's a nice jus and there is the potato gratin. But let's cut into the steak. So I think what I've realized is with restaurant steaks in Bombay, especially with the tenderloin, you're always going to get that sort of grey band around the edges. I just think it's just the way things are here because of the process of cooking it in a restaurant setting versus cooking it at home. But let's try it first the way it is. So they have got a decent crust on the steak, so that's good. Let's try see all the layers there. Got some caramelization as well. I love potatoes. The cook is good, but I have some things to say. You know it's a problem when you ordered steak and the potato is the tastiest thing on the plate. This looked $1,000,000, but unfortunately didn't taste it. The pistachio coating has not really done anything for the steak. Pistachio in this quantity is very subtle in taste and it's not really working with anything else. Like you could have just skipped it and saved a few bucks. Added no value to the plate. The jus, bitter, very bitter. Like it's almost like they burnt the rosemary or something and it's in there and it's basically ruined the entire plate. So even if the steak had some potential because it did have a good crust, I was cooked fairly well, the jus too bitter, not good. And the potato was, well, still my favorite thing on the plate. Honestly, this steak is a 5 on 10 for me. This has ruined everything. It could have been an 8, but this made it a 5. Now, should I have sent this back and got a fresh one? Let me know in the comments.
There's something definitely burnt in the sauce. Probably like if they have demi-glazed it, they have demi-glazed like super charred, burnt, not even charred, burnt stuff into that. Potato's potato. But these sides are like very sad. Pista's not really doing anything much for it. I rate this steak 6 on 10.
I'd give this a 8 on 10. I loved the flavors, but the steak felt a little dry.
This is a lot more chewier without as much being juicy, which I don't think is a nice combination. Even the jus wasn't as flavorful as I would have liked. And the steak, I'm a little disappointed with the way it was cooked. I think I would stick with my decision to go with 7.
A lot chewier, drier than I expect just by the steak itself. I did not like this sauce, so even the combination is not working for me. This is something different. I've always had steak with mashed potatoes, so this is a nice addition to it. But if you're just going for the steak, I don't think this is like a good option. Or even with the sauce, I didn't like the combination itself. And I would give this steak 6 on 10.
So the steak is not consistently cooked overall. So one part that I got was juicy, but the other part was dry and chewy. The sauce could have been reduced a little more. It has kind of a bitter aftertaste, so it doesn't really pair very well with the steak. The potatoes are something different. It adds like a crunchy element to the dish compared to the normal mashed potatoes that are served. So this is something different element. I would rate this a 7 on 10.
This steak cost $1,090 on the menu and we paid $1,259 with taxes and service charge. Where should I try steak next?